In this presentation, we will take a look at bank feeds, the match feature within QuickBooks Online. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. Here is our QuickBooks data. We're in the banking section, and I'm going to go ahead and close this item to the left so we can see more information. So I'm going to close that using this little hamburger up top, and we'll scroll down. This is the data that has been pulled over. So remember that this is the data that's coming from the bank. It's not in QuickBooks yet. It's in the For Review tab. Now we've taken a look at some items that we would have to add in terms of checks. Now we want to take a look at the match feature. So if we go through this matching feature, this is really useful because it's going to allow us to enter data not just through the bank feed. Meaning, if we're in a system where we just want to get the information all from the bank and we want to wait for the bank to give us the information and then populate the system, then we can just go through all this information and create our information from it. And if that's the system we have set up, then this works really well. However, it's not really proper to do that. If we want to have more input within the system, that would be better because that's a better check of what we're doing. Meaning, in other words, if we want to send out invoices within the system, if we want to record the receipt of payment when we receive the payment rather than when it clears the banks, that would be the more proper way to go. If we want to record the deposit when we make the deposit. Because if we do that, then really the banking system is acting as a double check, which is really what we want. We want to keep our records, and we typically want to have the banking records to give us kind of a check. That's why we reconcile. And the reconciliation gives us an outside view that the QuickBooks data is matching up to the data in the bank. Now, of course, if we take it straight from the bank, then that's going to make it a lot easier. We're kind of relying on the bank more for all the data. And if that's what we do, if we're putting all our books together just from the data from the bank, then this information will be filled out fine. But what happens if we run our invoices through our system and then the deposit happens through the bank? Or if we match up our invoice and our deposit and then we have it come from the bank again, are we going to have a duplicate information that's going through the system? Or what happens if we write our checks out of QuickBooks, which is often a good thing to do because really we're checking that way. If we write the check through QuickBooks and we print the check through QuickBooks, then we match it up to the banking data. That's going to give us that double check. So what if we write the checks and actually use QuickBooks to write the checks? Well, then we're going to have some way that the bank feed can go in there and say, okay, I'm going to match up this information. Now, so anything that says here that's going to be green within our data, QuickBooks is basically doing that. QuickBooks is saying there's something in the system that we are matching this to. And that's great that it can do that. So if it's pulling over the data and it's matching that up, then we're going to be okay. So for example, this deposit, it's going to say that it's matching it to a deposit here. Now note that, remember that when the bank gets the deposit, it's not necessarily going to match the deposit that we make into our system. Hopefully it's pretty good if we have an ATM deposit. In other words, it should take less than like 3 days, probably like a day these days, for the deposit to clear. The checks will take longer to clear. In other words, when it clears the bank, that's not really the date that we made the transaction. So we want to be able to make sure that we understand that as we go through these processes. So in this case, we would have made the deposit, and then it would have cleared the bank at some time in the future. And so it's saying, hey, you already have this deposit here. We're going to match up this deposit to the records we have. We have a deposit here, and it's the same amount, similar or same date, and therefore we think it's the same one. Do you agree? We could say, no, find another record, or we can say, match it. And typically, hopefully, we can match that up, and that'll give us that there. So here we got a check. So if we select this item, we're going to say that's check number here that we have matched up. So if we can even select on the check and take a look at the check through the hyperlink. So this is the check that we created here, and we're matching that up. So in other words, we made the check in the system. We might even be using QuickBooks to print the checks. And now once we get the bank feed, the system's saying, hey, you already got this check, you've written this check, it's got the same check number that we have here and the same amount, and so we should have enough data to match that up, and typically we can say, yeah, that's going to be the one, and match that up. So again, if we go through this deposit, we're going to say deposit's already in the system, so we can go ahead and say match that up. And this is going to be a check that we have here. Again, the check is already in the system, so we're going to say go ahead and match it. Now note, it can also match up to, say, a bill here. So this one was a bill we had, so it's matching to a bill payment, not necessarily a check. In other words, we entered a bill into accounts payable, and it's saying, hey, we found a check that lines up very closely to the bill that you have put in. The bill, the journal entry related to the bill would be increasing accounts payable, and it would be going to some other expense or something like that. And now we're paying it off, meaning the cash has gone out of the bank, cash is going down, and we're decreasing the accounts payable in this case. And so it'll match to the bill as well. So if we take all of our bills and we enter the bills into the system, and then we auto pay a bill through the bank, then it's possible that the bank has recorded it. We haven't recorded it in our system because we didn't manually write a check out of the system, and it could still match that up. So even if we didn't write a check, it would be okay. So the matching system, in other words, is going to be very nice for us to be allowed to still invoice our customers, and then hopefully be able to match up the deposits with the invoices. We can invoice and we can make the deposit, and then we can match them up. We still need to be careful because we need to note how we batch the deposits into the system, so that we can recognize a deposit that we enter into the system and a deposit that is going to go to the bank statement. The more stuff that matches up from what we enter into our system and what QuickBooks will see, the easier QuickBooks will have a time of making the match and tying those out. We could still write checks into the system, and if we use the right check number, then and the dollar amount should line up, then QuickBooks should be able to match up the checks pretty easily. So we won't have a duplicate problem, in other words, is what we're trying to avoid there. We'll be able to match those up and say, yeah, I wrote the check, that's the one that cleared. So that'll line up fairly well. Even if we just do the deposit and then we have an auto feed that comes out, that's probably a better way to do it, because because if we put the bill in the system at the point in time that we got the bill, that's when the expense really happened. And then we can match up the check that actually got written through the automatic matching feature through the bank. So the matching's a really nice feature. We got to go through it a few times, however, just to make sure that the QuickBooks system is correctly matching up the data. Again, the first month of operation, that's a little bit more difficult. If we have a pretty similar few months of operations, QuickBooks will get better at being able to interpret the data that we have. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.